Everybody, welcome back to Sarah's Table. Today we are going to be playing a one-page RPG by Grant Howitt. I am so excited because I have been sort of neglecting my one-page RPGs, and that's sort of how this show started, was like, let's find the most ridiculous one-page RPGs and let's dive into them face first. My name's Sarah Moore. My pronouns are she, her. I am going to be your game master today and your host and your favorite person. And I'm going to remind you to stay hydrated and have a drink of water because I know that you're not drinking enough water. So everybody just go ahead. Just have a sip.
Thanks, ma'am.
Mm-hmm. Thanks. Now we're all refreshed. How's everybody doing this week? How is everybody in my call? Are you doing okay? Big thumbs up. Overly enthusiastic smile from Patrick. I totally believe it. It's great.
Mm-hmm. It was meant to be 100% believable.
Ta-da!
Oh, no.
So today we are going to be playing a game called Once Upon a Crime. And the description of it was so perfect that I said, I cannot pass this up. You are a hideous creature, a fantasy reject, who has snuck into a beautiful fairy tale world through a greasy interdimensional portal. You are in debt to some horrible bastards, and you need something you can pawn for cash. How much can you steal before you are discovered by golden armored agents of order and put to the sword? I literally read that and went, well, this is what we're doing this week. Before we dive into this fun stuff, though, I am going to do my safety discussion. I think it's super important as a responsible gamer and GM and human being to know where everyone's lines and veils are at your table. Even if you are playing with a group that you have played with forever, I suggest trying to incorporate a safety discussion into the beginnings of your games. You just never really know what has happened during the week for some folk. Here on Sarah's Table, you all know, because I know you're all watching the show religiously, that we will never have sexual violence against children, or withholding food as punishment or starvation. I have checked with my players prior to. There's been a request that there is no violence against animals, so you will not see that today. And if we go into something, if we cross a line that we didn't know that we had, my players can physically throw up an X. It's very easy to see in my Zoom call. And if that is not a thing that you feel comfortable doing, we also have the option for you to send me a direct message in the chat of this call so that I can know that something has happened, and then I can just scoot everybody off to the side and we will reassess and readjust. The most important thing for me is that we have a good time and that everybody feels safe, because I want everybody to want to come back. That's my whole goal as a GM, is that you had enough of a good time to want to come back. I'm going to go around the table. I'm going to let my players introduce themselves to you, and then we are going to build their fantasy rejects. So I'm going to start with a brand new person on the show. I'm going to start with Patrick Keeffe.
Oh my gosh, it's so brand new. I've
So
never
brand
been
new.
here before. So crazy. Hi, everybody. I am Patrick Keeffe. I am that great gentleman everywhere on the internet. I am somewhat of a regular here on Sarah's Table.
It's true. I don't let Patrick leave.
No, never. I am trapped here, actually, if you could call the authorities.
He's in. Did you see this curtain?
Mm-hmm.
It's behind it.
Yes.
I love it.
It's really comfy in there. I sent snacks in and everything.
That's true. I am well fed and well hydrated, and I don't have to do much other than actually, you know what? Nix the call to the authorities. I'm good.
Feeling good? Okay. Good. I'm going to scoot to the person that is above Patrick in my call, which I'm sure is not what's happening on your screen right now. It's a new person to me, even. It's Chris. Tell us about yourself, buddy. You are muted.
How about now?
I can hear you.
Fantastic. Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name's Chris, and I'm new here. I do not have snacks coming in for me, and I'm not behind any curtains.
Yeah, you got to be behind the rainbow curtain to get snacks.
But I love to play RPGs. I've been playing RPGs for a bajillion and a half years, and
You
most
look
of the time,
great for your age.
hey, black don't crack. I'm just saying.
Welcome, everybody.
Well, thanks for having me, and I'm looking forward to having a great time.
But let's scoot on up to Rem.
Everybody, I'm Rem Alternis. I go by she, her, and I am also a streamer on Gen Con TV. So things in common with my new best friend Sarah, who I stalked at Gen Con until we became friends and got on her show.
Yeah. Is there another authorities call coming in at this moment? Should I?
At this point, the calls are coming from inside
the house. And then I'm gonna scoot to my last friend, my last friend. You know,
very last friend,
like my very last friend. Caito, tell us about you.
Hi, hello. My name is. Oh, whoop! I saw that. Hi, my name is Caito Aase. My pronouns are they, she, they. I interchange them all across the board. I am also known as Helena Handbasket in my performer life, and I have been doing. I started with D&D 4 years ago because my brother decided to create an absolute monster. And here we are. And I work with Sarah through Rough Magic.
Yeah. We are DMs together for hire.
Yay.
I really feel like at some point we need to pitch to Rough Magic that we should like do a tag team DM sort of situation, like dual DM madness.
Oh no.
Just broke
I just heard duel as in DUEL, and I just imagined like DM mud wrestling, and it was my brain just went somewhere completely.
Listen,
like
between Sarah and I, it probably would happen.
Also good. There's nothing wrong with any of these options.
Oh my god.
Future show, Sarah's Table After Dark.
Listen, Christian will truly let us know.
It's true.
If that we could pretty much do whatever we want.
It's true. All right, friends, let's build your hideous creatures, shall we? I need everyone. For this section, you will need a D8 and you will need a D20. All right, everybody, please give me a 1d8 roll.
Ooh.
Somebody seemed concerned about their D8 roll.
Oh, it just fell off the table. 4.
Oh. Okay, so I heard a 2. If you rolled a 2, you are the Quisling, which means that you are a traitor and lying comes easily to you. Make sure you write that down because you could possibly tap into that skill. I heard a 4, which means you are the wretched. People take pity on you and underestimate you.
I'm a 5.
A 5. You you are the unwashed. Your stench is distracting and disgusting.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And
8.
8, you are the cruel. You can identify someone's secret shame. What? Okay. One more D8 roll from everybody.
Seven.
6.
You are the brigand. You can pick locks, sneak around, and cheat.
Yes.
4 again.
3.
Okay. The 4 is an automaton. You can upgrade your body with found objects. I heard a 3. Is that right? Yes. Rem, were you 3?
I believe Rem might be frozen for a moment.
Frozen Rem.
Oh, there she is.
Frozen Rem.
Rem, are you a 3? I'm going to say yes. Okay.
Hello.
Hello. Are we back? Did we make
I
it?
think so. It's
Excellent.
the the cord is loose, and so it keeps getting mad.
Hate it.
It's just flavor. It's just a little bit of extra flavor.
Did I do it? Am I here?
I
You're
feel
here.
like you're here.
Okay.
I see you.
We can hear
Now I can't
you.
move, or the cords might move.
No moving.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
Rem, you are the tomcat. You are nimble and can evade danger with ease.
Does not translate to real life at this moment.
No, definitely not. And I feel like I'm missing a Patrick.
Yes, I was a 6.
6, you are the gnome.
Ah.
You can talk to animals and old items. Excellent. Okay, now I need everybody to give me a D20 roll to determine how much debt you have.
Oh no.
18.
18. All right,
Also
so
18.
okay, well, it's even worse than that, friends.
Oh boy.
Because your debt is 20 plus your D20 roll.
Okay.
38.
38.
35.
How many is this? 38.
30.
Okay, 30. Good. How much for Patrick?
Also 38.
Also 38.
Oh, yeah, big 38s. I don't know what y'all were gambling on.
Hey,
in
my
your
upkeep
world.
cost. All right. I'm a
A
robot.
lot. It's a lot.
I've never been so happy to roll a 10.
Life as a gnome is different.
So the way that you're going to be stealing things in this new realm, in this very pretty fairy tale realm. And every time that you steal an item, it will have a cost to it, and that will be the kind of a die. And so every time that it'll be adding up together. So if I say it's worth 10, then you will be adding a D10 to your dice pool. Once you have enough of the dice in your dice pool to add up to how much your debt is, you can try to sneak back through to the other side to pay it off. However, because you are greedy little creatures, every time you try to do something, you're going to be rolling with your entire dice pool, which means you're using your treasure every time that you try to do something. And if it rolls a 1, the item breaks and is gone from your dice pool.
This is a nightmare.
So you will need, your normal rolls will be D6s. You will always roll 1d6. You will always roll at least 1d6. If the thing you are trying to do can be helped by your specials that I gave to you during character creation, you may add a d6 for each special you can use. And then you also roll all of your treasure.
May I one more time get what the gnome allows me from one of my specials?
Yes.
You talk to animals.
You can talk to animals and you can talk to old items.
Ah, okay.
That pair of underwear that you've had since middle school.
Obviously.
It's sentient now. Run for your life.
It just slides along the floor.
Really is. I feel like
It's not a fan of yours.
not a fan.
I'm shitting.
And then also, you're looking for 4s or better on your dice. Let me double check. Let me just have a reads. Yes, 4s or better on your dice are successes. So if you have 0 4s, you fail and you are given a condition. If you have 1 4, you succeed in what you are trying to do, but you're still given a condition. And if you have 2 or more 4s, then you just outright succeed. If you reach where your conditions are filled, you die. But you
How many
you can remove conditions by doing things in game that make sense. We will
How
discuss
many
that.
conditions is full?
6. gonna be a treat.
Boy.
And in this beautiful realm, there is something going on. Of course there is. There is a wicked witch threatening the safety of this entire realm. So you will have to be dealing with that while you are trying to steal all your stuff.
Oh man, these loan sharks are getting more and more egregious.
They're really getting bad.
The witch's name is Elphaba. Maybe don't go to her for a loan. It's probably
Don't chat with her.
I'm just saying.
She will probably hurt you big time.
Yeah. Now, when they say she's green, that doesn't mean she's new to the business. She's actually very experienced and knows exactly how to screw you over.
Yeah.
It's
I bet you could take a loan out from her.
sounds like a great idea.
If you wanted to
It's
try
actually-
to take a loan from the Wicked Witch to go back, probably
You know,
fine.
it's
Listen,
funny
a
because
loan
that's the
still needs to
opposite
be
of what I just said to do. So.
Opposite? I don't know. I think it's fine.
I win by paying off first, right? So if I do that and go straight to the witch, then straight through the portal, I win.
Yeah, and I'm sure there will be
No consequences.
Yeah,
Are we allowed to steal from each other?
I'm gonna allow it.
Chris, this isn't the first time I've told you to keep your hands to yourself.
Hey, yeah, and it won't be the last.
Oops, all rogues.
Give me a
Oops,
sticky
all
finger.
rogues. I'm gonna go around the table one more time. Please tell us the name of your character and your 2 tags that you rolled for. Caito, I'm gonna start with you.
Oh god, I have to come up with a name and I wasn't ready.
Look what I've done. Put you on the spot.
My name is Griselda Bumblecock, and I am the unwashed. I have never taken a shower or a bath in my entire life, and I don't plan on starting anytime soon. And I am also the brigand. I can pick locks and sneak, despite my aroma.
The unwashed brigand. This is like one of those, like when you're out, like you're like, no, if I like smell like the animal, then I'm masked from like, I can be upwind of them and it's not a problem. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how great that's gonna be for you, but we're gonna see.
My friends call me Grizz.
All right, Grizz. What about you, Rem? Who are you?
I am Princess Porcupine, and I am absolutely royalty. I'm a quisling. Traitor, lying is absolutely not something I ever do. That's unbecoming of royalty.
Sure.
And my friends call me Princess Porcupine.
Which is interesting because you're a tomcat.
I am. I've got quicker fingers and quicker feet than any that come before my line.
I love that you are
But no thumbs.
is Porcupine like a family name or like how did we
It's yes.
Great.
Wait, I'm supposed to be a better liar than this. Yes, of course. Porcupine line comes from eons of highly reputable filchers. I mean, friends of the realm. And yeah, that's my traits.
I love it.
Great.
Watch out.
I can't wait. What about you, Chris? Who are you?
You can call me Rusty.
Okay.
Rusty Robbles. My one wheel just never quite stays on straight. And, just trying to, pay off my debt so I can, stay on the straight and narrow. Like
We need to repair that wheel, right? Like,
we
I
do.
mean, that was the problem.
Yeah.
What did you spend the money on though? That you borrowed to pay the.
Oh, the usual drugs and blow. Like,
Drugs and blow.
yeah, two separate things.
Got it.
Yeah.
Different kinds of drugs. And you are the automaton and what else?
Wretched.
The poor guy.
Just the wretched. Yeah. I have no idea what a robot's going to do with Coke, but yeah.
I mean, maybe you rigged something to help. Like maybe that's what you run on now instead of like gas or electricity. Like it's just
amphetamines, guys.
It's just straight up Coke products.
Just Coke products.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Just cherry Coke is the best for you, I think.
All right, sounds like a plan.
All right. What about you, Patrick?
Hey, how you doing? My name is Otinya Yard. Otinya Yard.
Otinya.
Friends call me Otin. I also have a bit of an issue with blow. It's sort of the street name for blowing bubbles.
Sure.
I got a problem. I am very aware that I got a bit of an issue. I have a bit of a partying problem in my younger days. Bubble baths were a huge thing. It was a big problem. Bath bombs, another thing that I had an issue with.
And balloons, I remember. I feel like.
Ah, yes, of course. I try to forget that time in my life. I can speak to animals, as it were. I have a bit of a fondness for old and forgotten things, and they speak to me, and I hear their pain and their sorrow.
Right.
I also
I'm like,
am,
have you gone to therapy about that, or is that?
Well, I mean, the therapy was sort of a little difficult to be when I was talking to the therapist. One thing that I am constantly, blindingly aware of is everybody's their deepest, darkest secret. It just kind of appears like a little bubble above their head, and that's why I used to blow the bubbles.
Blow the bubbles.
To block it out.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
That's fair. So you are the gnome, and what is your other tag?
I'm cruel. I'm deeply, deeply cruel. Somewhat unintentionally, one might say. Others might not say that.
No.
In fact, others might say the exact opposite.
Sure.
Don't get on my bad side.
Right.
Imagine learning to speak to animals only to insult them. And
Just insult them the whole time.
Nice hooves, jerk.
Yeah.
That dog over there, dumb as a bag of rocks.
Perfect. All right. Well,
Cute, stupid.
what a wholesome, delightful group of fine, upstanding citizens.
Hey, how about it?
So the four of you have banded together because you understand that there is safety in numbers, and you all owe money to the same loan shark, who is a literal shark in back in your world. And
Street shark?
she says, listen, if you don't pay me by the end of today, then there's going to be big problems for you and anyone you care about.
Oh.
So, which might, to be fair, might be only yourselves. I'm not judging you on that. That's fine.
the line of Porcupine doesn't get along with the in-laws and the extended family very well.
No, I
So that's
can
fine.
see that. So
I mean, I love them dearly. Please don't hurt them.
they definitely believe you.
Oh no.
No, don't. Such protesting. Okay, so you know of a portal. You have all passed this portal multiple times before, but you have never been desperate enough to go into this portal because, as you know, you are all criminals, and they crack down really, really hard on crime in this area. You have known people who have gone in to try to steal things and have never come back. So you've reached the level of desperation where it is time to do this last resort kind of situation. And the portal itself it's described as greasy. It's gross. I think, Grizz, you're probably fine with it.
It sounds like a good time to be.
Yeah. But the rest of you, this is the weirdest sensation. You feel like you are like going through like goo, and it kind of like dries on your skin, and it feels oily and greasy and just real gross.
Oh, God.
Grizz is definitely rubbing it everywhere, feeling great.
Rubbing it all over myself.
Yeah. Love it. It has added to your aroma in a way that you've never gotten before. So it's nice.
What a day to be alive.
So you come through this portal, like, we're going to make it as gross as possible, like you are being birthed, right? You just kind of get like schlooped out. You fall on the ground.
Go ahead and save that placenta for me. I'll eat it later.
Yeah, you're all gooey.
I never thought I'd experience this again.
Again, you remember the first time?
Yes, I have a very keen memory. It's actually why I've turned out like this.
Wow. I'm so sorry. Traumatic.
Born exactly how you are.
Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago, and I remember it's totally fine.
It's true.
I'm still stuck on the words.
Short lifespan. I have somehow racked up as much of that in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm still stuck on the word slooped out. That's kind of where I'm still living.
Listen, it's evocative. I wanted you to know what I'm thinking. So you've been slooped out. This is the most beautiful place that you have ever been. The sky is so clear and blue. There's a waterfall nearby, and it's like this crystalline water, and it smells really fresh, and like it looks so beautiful. I think the sun literally singing in the sky, just like an ideal place.
This sounds awful.
The hell is that noise? I don't like it.
And there is a very large castle not too far away.
I bet there's expensive things in that castle.
I would venture a guess that you are probably right.
I mean, the expensive things are often... Look, I don't know if that's the biggest, like, the most intelligent observation you've ever made, but you're definitely correct.
It's definitely close to the smartest thing she's ever said.
I also know that there happens to be treasure, and I get out a piece of parchment and draw like a literal squiggle that says "you are here" and then has an X at the end. And go, I'll bet you'll find all the riches you need to pay off your debts right here.
I had no idea you were a cartographer. This is fantastic.
Oh.
The Porcupine line is a very, very experienced with cartography and calligraphy and other kinds of
Calligraphies? What?
So are you?
I called her princess once, and this is what we get. This was a mistake.
This is your
Everything in
fault.
my life has been a mistake.
Yeah, I believe that's true. Are we
Thanks.
letting Princess lead?
You know what?
You know what?
Yes.
I trust her. It seems like if we're going to lead with this, royalty is the wise way to go, you know?
This is what we have entered here today is my own personal hell, so somebody else might as well lead me down the river Styx.
I mean, that seems.
Hey, you got born a second time.
I know.
I absolutely know the way, as I have been here many times.
Do you think she might be lying?
She is definitely lying.
It's possible. I think she might be lying.
I never lie.
Okay, well, how about we get a roll from you to see if you know where to go for the best treasure?
Should I roll?
Well, you're definitely going to be rolling 1d6. Tell me
Okay.
if you have anything in. I don't think anything will help you here, but I'm willing to hear an argument.
I mean, she's very good at lying, so maybe that lying in a fantasy world where dreams come true might manifest.
I will use my
So sorry.
Tomcat.
Not buying it.
I will use my Tomcat ability to evade danger with ease so that as I try to find a route closer to the castle, I can avoid like, oh, don't step there. There's a bug there. And there's quicksand over there. So, you don't want to get eaten by the earth. You should take this path instead.
Let me tell you that good words to live by are you don't want to get eaten by the earth. Just in general. I do feel like that if today's game had a t-shirt that it would say you don't want to get eaten by the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
I do want to make it clear that Otinia Yard is a garden gnome.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like very, very, is like fully like something that you
like
would
stone
find.
kind of like.
Yeah, I imagine it has been like animated and brought to life in some fashion.
I quit.
But just
Look, I was birthed from the earth itself, so to return to it in such a manner seems only fitting.
You were born in the earth, raised by it.
Molded by it. Literally molded
Literally molded by it. Also, there was a guy named
fitting.
Stan that was helping with the
Right,
carving,
exactly.
but like we don't need to talk about him. All right, well,
Awesome.
I'll let you use 2d6 for that. You are looking for at least 1 4, but 2 4s would be better. 4 or above.
I rolled a 3 and a 1.
Okay.
Oh.
Word. Okay.
Cool.
Cool. You are you have one condition. You are shaken because you definitely thought that was going to work.
All this pressure of being put in charge of the group, while clearly the princess should be the noble leader, usually I have to convince people a lot longer than I did in this case, and that was startling.
Yeah.
So I am shooketh.
Currently, you have no there's no issue, no mechanical issue from this one condition, but that will come later. If
Is that a threat or a promise?
Oh.
yes.
La, 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 la. Yes. Okay. So you are making your way downtown, if you will.
Walking fast,
walking
faces
fast.
passing.
Correct. Heading towards.
I hope we're not homebound. If this is my new home, I'm going to scream.
We will be homebound as soon as we get the loot.
Yeah, gotta steal some loot first.
It's too clean.
Yeah.
As we pass the bog, I'm just going to scoop some up and use it as a pomade.
Yeah. It's just getting grosser and grosser.
Bog peat is my absolute favorite. It is essential for shiny.
As we are walking along, is there perhaps any sort of plant with a smiling face on it, some sort of whimsical living
Gonna say yes.
nature? We're in a bog. I would like to go up to the happiest, most beautiful tree in this bog.
Hey, how's it going? How you doing?
I'm assuming that you are trying to talk to old things here.
Yes, indeed. Actually,
Okay, good, because you don't actually have the ability to talk to plants.
Correct. Yes. No. the most beautiful, wizened, aged tree.
Word. Well, we are gonna have you roll for that.
Beautiful. Okay.
So to see if you can tap into this network. 1-6 for sure, and then you can use your second 6 because you are using the chat feature.
Old objects. We are going to consider a tree an object, if I may.
I mean, we'll see.
Old things. Wasn't it old things?
It did say items, but I'm gonna loosely interpret that into
I mean,
some people can probably.
Depending on what you do to a tree, eventually it becomes an item.
It's true. All right.
And I can use that as a threat to get that tree to talk to me if need be. A 5 and a 3.
All right. So you got. You do succeed. You have 1 success, but you are also winded. Whew, that was
Oh God.
yeah, it was rough. It was hard to sort of
Fuck.
break into this because you realize that you are really stretching the boundaries of what an item is. So you're like, man, woo, so much easier when you're a chair.
Trying to telepathically communicate with the tree is very difficult when the
all
tree
right.
is not open.
Chat
to me.
with the tree. You were able to successfully communicate. Let's have this conversation.
All right. Hey. Hey, buddy. Holy, oh my gosh.
Oh.
How you doing?
Oh, hi. Are you talking to me?
Yeah. I'm looking at you. Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
Big-
Nobody ever
big
talks to me.
fella.
I'm just out here in the middle of this bog and there's nobody to talk to. And that's really just, it gets really lonely, you know? Sometimes
boy,
I'm
yeah.
just out here and like, I see people walking by
Oh.
and there's that weird little, like circle thing over there.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes folk comes through it, but they don't ever
That's
stop and talk to me. Every so often somebody tries to take parts of my body off. Don't love that.
Oh boy,
and then-
you're chatty. Holy
And then
crap.
also, you know, like and
Oh.
sometimes people sleep underneath me, but there was this terrible creature and he definitely peed on me. I did not like it.
Yes, no, I could, yep, I'm aware of that. You know what else I'm aware of? Speaking of urine, is the fact that, I don't know what counts for a bed for you tree folk, but I do see, I'm able to, like, glean everybody's sort of secret shame. I'm
Oh.
aware that you do wet your bed every night. Is that true?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a bog. So like it's kind of always wet, you know?
This is sort of the first time I've encountered anything where I could see somebody's secret shame and they're not really too ashamed by it.
No, I mean, I'm pretty by myself. It's hard to be really ashamed when nobody
no, that's
even
fair.
looks
No,
at me, you know?
Anyways,
Plus, like, how can you even tell? It's very squishy already, you know?
Right, of course. In fact, that might make it even more obvious to some people that that's what's going on. So here's what I'm
Yeah.
going to bargain with you.
Oh,
We are attempting to get to this castle, right?
Oh,
That is up
sure.
yonder way.
yeah.
Now, I am sure there is plenty of loot and gold and treasuries in the castle, but I am also suspecting that there might be some unsuspecting individuals along the way. We might be able to ascertain some of their wealth.
Oh, are you talking about crime?
No, merely a permanent borrowing of sorts.
It sounds like crime.
Some things sound a lot like you're squishing through the excrement of a tree while you
Yeah.
are merely walking along a path.
This is all
Well, I
mine.
am-
Let me tell you
right.
what. This is all mine. Used to not be a bog.
And
I'm very
going to-
old.
Oh. I'm going to tell everybody that I meet that you are the nastiest, ugliest, grossest tree if you do not tell us.
Well,
how
that's
to,
just hurtful.
Well, I have been told that I'm very cruel. This is true.
Grizz
Right.
is just back swimming.
I don't want to do this. Look, I need you to know I don't want to do this. I don't want
don't-
to tell people this.
Okay, but listen, what I am rooted here.
Right.
What are you expecting for me to do in this
I am
situation? I
expecting
wonder.
every single passerby that ever trudges through your swamp
Uh-huh.
to be so disgusted by you, so reviled and repulsed that
Mhm.
they will do nothing in their power, everything in their power. No, the opposite of what I just said.
This has
take
been
you
a very
out of this
confusing morning for
world.
me.
To take you out of this world, that you may not blight their sight any longer.
Okay. All right.
I'm
but
really
like,
sorry. Look, again, I
instead-
don't want to do this. I'm
Right,
just
but like you
saying.
didn't tell me what you want me to do.
Well, I
to
want
make
you to
that
tell
not
me if
happen.
there are any, like, maybe unsuspecting individuals that it
Oh.
might be along the path or in the bog.
Sure. Listen, I want to help you. Okay? Like I totally want to
Right,
help you.
and
This is
I
great.
don't want to get you cut down and burned onto a pyre.
Wow, that is escalating so quickly.
You see how this works?
Yeah, no,
I'm giving
I
you
do.
more incentive to tell me and help.
Right.
me.
No, look, I have plenty of incentive. I can't move so much. So, like, if you're not right in front of me, I can't really see you. I'm sure there are people around. Probably.
Guys, this tree is a total jerk. I have no
Are we
idea.
watching this just
Yeah.
like the one-sided conversation?
Correct.
And the
He's
tree
been
is just
swearing at me,
Yeah.
calling me all sorts of names. He's terrible.
Well, you're
We
just
should totally
lying
cut him
about
down.
stuff. That's just not, and you misgendered me.
My apologies. I deeply apologize. What are your preferred pronouns? If I'm going to insult you, I want to at least insult you correctly.
Oh, I mean, that's admirable, I guess. I go by she, they. Thank you so much.
Of course, of course. This tree is a total jerk. They've been cursing at me. She's been screaming at me. We should chop this tree down.
I know you're the cruel and stuff like that, but it just sounds like you're being a flat out jerk right now. And, maybe rein it in a little bit.
I'm sorry, can you hear the tree? Because I feel like you're on
I'm
the
hearing
tree
your side of the conversation. What it sounds like is that you're being a misgendering jerk. What is that about?
Okay, that was a mistake. I was not aware. And yes, I have never really spoken to a
I
tree
mean, you
before.
could
I
have
was
asked, you didn't even.
No, this is true. You are absolutely correct. I could have and should have asked.
Yeah.
But in my defense, I was not aware that trees were sentient. This was a shot in the dark.
While this is happening, can I be sneaking around the back of the tree to see if there is any riches like
Please,
hidden in a
somebody
hole?
else
Hidden?
interrupt.
Absolutely.
Would that be
Not gone well.
Yeah. I'm gonna say that there is what looks like the corner of something like sticking out underneath a root, like a quarter of a box kind of situation.
I'm gonna get it.
Okay.
I get
It is. I am going to say that it is. In order for you to get it out easily, we're going to do a roll, and it's so 1/6 for your standard, and then you can use brigand for this. So a second d6.
I got a 3 and a 5.
Okay, so you get it, but you are also winded because it's a bog, and you're just kind of like sloshing through it. You're not used to moving through all that stuff. And when you open up the box, you find. Let's do a roll. Let's see what you find.
I hope it's more slime.
While you're looking it up, I go, aha, just like my map showed. We've got I told you there was treasure in these parts.
I love the accent.
It changes every time.
So good.
Yep.
This is so full of it. I love it.
Oh, God.
She's a liar. It's so much.
So inside Grizz, you find a pretty fancy looking necklace.
Oh,
And that is a D10 that
sorry.
you have found.
Great. Okay. I just pocket it surreptitiously and don't let the others see that I have it.
Oh, Rusty, what's off your hand? You look pretty winded there.
Man,
Me?
I'm exhausted talking to trees.
We both of you are
I
winded.
thought it was gonna be-
I haven't moved this much in 30 years. Okay.
Which is wild because you're only 24.
I know. Okay.
What's the point of having these lungs if all they do is make you?
You're
Listen, all
telling
of us
me
could
I used to
blessed.
be an inanimate object at one point. That
Feels
was
like
the
a
intention, my
commentary
God.
on our current world with our lungs. Why?
Why am I cursed with this mortal form?
Well, we should go. The castle's literally around this next tree.
It's-
No, it's
She like pauses and looks to Princess Porcupine.
Really? You sure about
you can
that?
see it over a mountain in the distance.
Of course. I mean, I suppose from a certain point of view, yes, that is true.
Princess Porcupine, it seems like you are from truly all over, a citizen of the world.
The world.
It's one of the many qualities of the clan Porcupine.
You're a clan now? I thought you were a family. Now it's a clan. What's a group?
Oh,
A gaggle.
I know
Who
you've
knows?
never heard of the
Gaggle
great
of
clan,
porcupines.
Oh, Porcupine.
Oh yeah, the old porcupines. They go way back. They're highlands. There's lots of really good boggers up there. You know, I like to roll around in the peat and
Hey,
collect
some
it.
of them dropped the
I
O
mean-
when they came over to Lothlorien, though.
I love this character because I literally don't have to remember anything I've said before.
Nope.
Brilliant. Perfect.
Oh, are we moving on, or are we just gonna keep threatening
Yeah,
this
let's
poor
keep
tree
going.
forever?
2
Oh,
hours
you
later,
three,
we're
you're
still
terrible,
talking.
you're ugly, you're withered and old, and you should just die and decrepit and
Wow,
awful.
that was
Sink into the
uncalled
swamp.
for. Really uncalled for.
Yeah, you know, it's look.
You're
it's
a
in my
gnome.
nature.
I don't have to. I don't
know.
have to listen to you.
I know.
Oh no!
Aw.
Boo!
Come on.
Yeah, you see, I can inflict pain in other ways except for insults.
I feel like that should be a condition right there.
You take bleeding. No, just kidding. The tree slaps
Take
you on
bleeding
your
damage.
way out.
Start adding up a pool of d6. Eventually, just roll it all together, and then you bleed out.
Bleed out. You're not bleeding yet.
Again, a threat or a promise.
Yeah.
Yes.
The answer is
Where are we going?
I'm gonna.
Is the
You
bog
know,
just gonna
Porcupine,
slowly
where are we
consume
going?
you, and you're all
No.
gonna have like?
I'm gonna kind of like crouch down and like anime run as slow as I can or as fast as I can, like, and
Yeah.
just like try and get a little bit ahead because I have sneak thief
All right.
capabilities.
You should be able to do that. So I'm not even going to ask for a roll. And as you are zipping ahead, you actually see a group of people traveling on the road.
I screech to a halt.
Tokyo
And
Drift.
yeah, a bunch of dirt comes out. All the plants behind me have died.
Like
Yeah, they've all just withered and died.
screaming in the background.
And yeah, correct. That's all that Altinia could hear. It's just the death of all these aged plants. I just Tokyo drift to a halt, and I see it, and I look at them, and I look back at the group, and I look at them, and I look back at the group, and I go,
Oh, come on. They were right there, though. They had to have traveled through the swamp, right?
Right?
They
They're
had to
going
have.
toward the swamp.
Oh, I don't know. Trees, like they sense things through nature, maybe.
This is the
Yeah.
first tree you've ever talked to. You have no
This is
idea.
true. That was an assumption that
Have
was made
they
on my part, and I apologize.
have they seen us?
Not yet.
Okay, I am going to slide off the path and just hunker down into some of the sledge and just like eyeballs.
You
Uh,
are just eyeballs.
Alligator it.
Perfect.
Rusty wants to roll up to the brigands or to the people.
Just looking pathetic. Just
Incredible.
great.
I'm sorry, kind sirs. Get or kind persons. Can you please help me? I'm so lost. And he kind of like wobbles and then just like falls over onto his side.
Oh my
And he just
goodness.
he kind of looks over his shoulder at the group and is like, now's the time.
They gather around you. There's
We
five
did
of
not
them.
establish a plan at
No,
all.
you did not. Good job.
Look, props on them for taking the initiative, but like,
We're in here now, guys.
I'll step forward and say, listen, this automaton has this problem with the pocket plague. So the pocket plague has affected him, and clearly he's hurt and fallen apart and probably gonna die.
Whoa.
So to avoid the pocket plague from taking over and killing y'all, you got to turn out your pockets so that the infection doesn't spread into your leg regions and your other
Oh.
pocket holding regions.
Well, I like my pocket regions.
Yeah, I used to have legs until I got the pocket plague. See, now I just have this rusty wheel.
Wow.
Oh my god, I'm visualizing like a wheeler from Return to Oz.
Yeah.
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 I love it.
Okay, well, I mean, you are trying to convince them, and it sounds like you are, I don't know, lying. So let's do that. Give me a D6, and you can use D6 for your lying ability.
Great.
Yeah. Give me two D6s.
Odin
I
just
rolled a
looks over at
4
Grizz.
and a 1.
Okay. So you are also winded. You like just kept talking. You just like came in and you just like kept going. But they believe you because it actually helped out, made it seem like it was more frantic and a problem. So they start turning out their pockets. So it's very clear that these folks are not super like rich folk. These are common people. So you find there's a bundle of copper wires. Somebody has like something very small, like a flute, right? That somebody had, a wooden flute was in one of them. So that's 2. Both of those are D4s.
It's mine.
So
Definitely
as soon as I see it, I'm disappointed and I immediately drop the act and I'm like, man, this is it? That wasn't even worth it.
At this point, I stand up from the bog like,
Horrified.
It's the living embodiment of the pocket play.
I
Oh
am
no!
the pocket play.
Look how terrible.
Run for your life.
Yeah, they're very
Right.
scared. And they do run away. And they drop something on the way out, which I have rolled on a table and is maybe my favorite thing that has ever randomly come up. It is a D8 accordion.
Ibs.
What?
Okay, yeah, I get the flute.
So like you split the D8 in half and you got the handles on both sides and there's an accordion in the middle?
Awesome.
I don't know how good.
Love it.
I don't know if anybody is
Or it's
talented
an
enough to play the
that
accordion.
does D8 damage.
The line of
D8
Porcupine.
of treasure, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah,
D8 of treasure.
It's D8 of treasure.
Oh,
D8 of
okay.
The line
treasure.
of Porcupine.
But I do love the visual of a D8 that just cracks open.
Yeah.
It has these 2 pointy ends that's really hard to play.
It requires a lot of finger strength.
It does.
It's like
Line of
bouldering.
Porcupine are accomplished accordion players, as I totally bungle it.
I just like,
Hmm.
all right. I
I'm gonna
toss
take-
the copper wire to
I take a bow.
Botinia.
I'm going to take the flute and then I'm going to incorporate it into my body.
Great. Just is it on your face?
Oh, that's
Yes.
terrifying.
Yeah. Yes. It's on my face.
Hot
Yeah.
cross buns all day, baby.
Yeah.
Stabbed a flute into his cheek and it just stayed there. It's wild.
All
You don't want to mess
right.
with my friend.
So your flute is
Friend
a
is always
D4.
Awesome.
You can add that to your treasure pile and your dice pool.
Now when you
The
get
copper
winded,
wire
you
is a
just whistle.
D4, and the accordion is a D8. That means that next time I ask you for a check, whoever has whatever you have, along with whatever D6 is, you will also roll that kind of die.
Got it.
All right.
If those treasure die roll a 1, they
break.
break
And they are no longer of value.
and they are no longer of value.
I'm so
Got it.
glad I have D4 copper wire.
Yeah, so good.
Yes.
Grizz gets down on all fours and just shakes like a dog.
It's gross.
Scattering bog mud everywhere.
It goes everywhere, and it's gross. You're
Oh,
welcome.
it's plugging up my flute holes. I just got this damn thing.
So sorry. It can't be helped. It's just the way of the bumblecocks.
But are you sorry? Doesn't. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Moving on or chasing the terrified people.
Oh no, I just wanted to scare them off so they would drop their treasure. That was the whole grift.
And they did.
All righty.
Moving on.
They seem like they got nothing else.
They're
What a
like,
bunch of schmucks.
they're just like, they moved so fast. You don't know how
Alright.
that happened.
They are
But
going
they're
to
like-
encounter a very disturbed tree.
Just like shell shocked.
Shouts
Just
after them.
has
By the
turned
way,
into
the
a
reason there's a swamp there is because a tree shit in the woods.
yeah. Hmm.
Damn it, cackle laugh happened.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
How far from the castle are we?
I mean, you can see it. It's walking distance. You probably it's going to take you probably like 30 minutes of walking. There is, prior to getting to it, like a little village that you're going to encounter probably, 10 to 15 minutes prior to getting to the castle.
Okay.
Castle's just around the next tree, and the village is just ahead of the next stone.
We're in the village right now.
But
Keep
look around,
saying
we're
things.
so
You were
accurate.
here.
Truly,
Um,
your
Talking
navigational
princess, it looks
senses
good on
are
there.
astounding.
So
Never seen this many meat bags in one place. Like it's ridiculous.
You
What?
know, there is a concern that you call other people meatbags, and that
You know
might
the
terminate
meatbags?
us one time.
of the New Hampshire meatbags, I love that. So, as you are approaching the settlement, the town, much small. That's worse.
Much small.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
We're having a negative and adverse effect on you.
It's just like so. It's just soaking in. So I don't know what to do anymore. There's a church. There's a butcher shop, and there's a couple of houses.
I want to go into the church.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
I like the way you think. You're fun.
He's
Just
seven.
give a little,
Thing,
just a little
I
pat
don't
on the
even
cheek.
like. I respect that people have, their religious affiliations and everything. Again, I'm cruel. I'm not a monster. The misgendering thing was a mistake. I'm gonna stop bringing it up. But I feel like, there's mega churches and everything like that, and stealing from this isn't even really so much of a crime, I don't think.
Exactly.
Because we're the needy, right? And the churches are for the needy.
Correct. You would think.
I just give Atenya a little pinch on the cheek and leave like a smear of bog slime
Yes.
on the face.
You do, and the cheek stays pinched
Yeah.
for a moment before.
Oh, that was weird.
Gnomes are very odd, and I am not sure of our physics and how we work at all.
How long have you been alive?
All I can remember is the past 2 weeks. So I'm going to assume I have only been alive the past 2 weeks.
And you racked up an incredible amount of debt in that time.
Correct.
Listen, doesn't know how the world works.
Yes,
Oh, man.
absolutely.
Are we going in the church?
I would like to.
Yeah.
Can I go around to see if there's like a back entrance? It seems like a roguey thing.
Sure. Yeah, there absolutely is a back entrance. Are we going in the back? We going in the front? We split in the party.
Go in the front because the Porcupines have a long legacy of attending this particular church.
Wow. Cool. Yeah. All right.
That's
Great.
amazing.
Rem, you're too good at this.
Who is
This is
going in?
hilarious.
Who is going in with the porcupine, and who is going in with?
The bog witch.
I was gonna say who the bog, the embodiment of the bog.
Of the bog.
I am the bog.
I will go with the bog.
Okay.
I will
Bog
go
and-
in the
bog
front
and robot
door
in the
with
back,
Princess over
Gnome
here.
and princess in the front.
Yes.
You enter, weirdly timed, simultaneously.
It's an
They're in
episode
the-
of Scooby Doo.
Yeah, absolutely. And they are in the middle of a service. So, this smelly bog creature and a robot, just show up like right next to the person who is preaching on the raised dais. And at the same time that a tomcat and a gnome burst in the front doors, throwing them open. And everyone, I want to tell you, is a little startled.
I throw my hands up Babadook style and go, I am the Devil Incarnate.
I take a collection plate and then incorporate it on top of my head. And then I start playing a hymn on my flute.
I start collecting what was in the collection plate.
Okay, these are all going to be rolls. So everybody hang on a moment.
Brilliant.
We're going to start with the Devil Incarnate, apparently. All right. This is definitely going to be a roll. I'm going to let you use your distracting, disgusting stench because I think people would assume that like the devil probably doesn't smell great.
Fire and brimstone, baby.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people haven't smelled brimstone per se, right? So they just assume it smells bad. So so you get your 2d6 for that, and then you use whatever treasure die you have. And then you also are the brigand.
Yes.
Nope, I don't think we can use that d6 because you are not sneaking. You're
I'm not being
very,
sneaky.
very visible right now. Yeah.
I got a 7, a 4, and a 2.
Okay, great. So this is an
I need
outright
a 5.
success. What was your plan here? Are you trying to get them to leave?
I stand there and I have my hands up and I go, I am the Devil Incarnate. Yeah, I am here to tell you that you need to put all of your cash on the floor and exit quietly.
Okay, well, they are starting to do that, except for the priest. But the couple of people that are in there are starting to sort of like, this is weird. There's one person in the back that's like, okay, I told you I would try to go to church, but listen to me. Nobody said anything about the Devil Incarnate and robots. And is that a gnome? I'm not comfortable.
Behold the minion.
Oh, wait, whoa, wait.
And
Why
it
am I
talks.
the
Oh
breaking
God, it
point?
talks. You know what? This is.
I feel like this is discrimination of some
Nope.
sort against gnomes.
I'm
This
out.
is terrible.
I'm out. They leave a pocket watch, which is a D8 when they leave. There's also a couple of rings. This is not like a wealthy town. So there's, I'm going to say 3 rings that are D4s. You can all decide between you where these go.
Snatch the pocket watch.
Okay. That's it. That's a D8. We've got 3 D4 rings up for grabs. And there's also a couple of books. So the stack of books, it counts as a D4.
I'll grab the rings if I can.
All 3 of them?
Yes.
Okay, that's 3 D4s for you.
Beautiful.
All right.
Where is the stack of books going?
I'll take the books.
All right, that's a D4 for you. We have the priest is still here. And while you were all
I want to rob him.
Yeah. Well, and
Get
you'll
him,
get your
Tomcat.
chance. I promise. But while you were all looting through the literal meager but like life-saving possessions of these poor people in this town, the priest has gotten a bunch of holy water and has dumped it onto Grizz.
And I go, clean water. Oh God.
And it's
Is
like
it actually doing anything to Grizz,
it's
or-
I mean it's cleaning her up.
No. Oh God. And I try and pick up some of the slime and
So, like,
smudge it back on.
Yeah, it's not.
Oh no, she'll rust. She'll rust.
It's not how people work, Rusty. It's not.
Rusty,
It's not.
help me. And I drape myself over Rusty like, okay, get me out of here.
Oh, I got some 40 weight back at home.
Somebody
Yeah, we'll
have
get
any
you.
toilet water. Does anyone know where a porta potty is? Please.
Oh, thank
For
you,
the love of
humanity.
your non-existent God.
And this is a wonderful
Wait,
distraction. So, Porcupine, what are we doing?
So while this performance is going on, I'm gonna go ahead and rifle through both hands through the preacher's pockets and see what I can pull out. I'm obsessed with pockets. Apparently, lying in pockets.
Pockets. Lying in pockets is my brand. There we go. Lying in pockets. Okay, so you're gonna
plague.
do a you're gonna do a D6 for that. Your regular
Okay.
one. Lion counts as a D6. Tomcat nimble, so you can have a third D6.
Ooh.
Do you have any treasure yet?
Oh, do I have the
Yes.
accordion?
So you will also roll that with it. So that's a D8.
Okay, let's see. I got a 6
Uh-huh.
and 3 4s.
Oh man,
Nice.
like super duper success. Everything is successful. All right, so you find concealed on this priest who you're starting to think is maybe a touch shady.
Hey, friend.
I don't know how this happened, but it is a skull that is like jeweled, like a bedazzled skull.
Ooh.
It counts as a D12.
Ooh.
This is a very serious question. I would like you to roll me a D6 to determine if you are a believer in God or not. So
I
if
rolled
you
a 4.
okay, you are cursed.
Yay! What's my curse? What's my curse?
It just makes everything one more difficulty. So you will have to get one extra success for everything while you are carrying the skull. But the skull counts. It's a D12 treasure. So it's like,
Worth it. Also, after seeing how shady this guy is, I'm like, you want to go have some dinner later?
I rolled a 6.
I'm into.
He very much wants that.
Oh.
I don't even know what I look like other than gross.
You look like a cat. You're a tomcat.
You're a cat.
You're a literal cat.
I thought it was a quisling.
Yeah,
You're a Quisling cat.
Quisling cat.
That's why you have
Used to
thumbs.
seeing cats
For which
one
to
too
pop.
many times.
You have like a mitten paw cat with extra.
Yes, polydactyl catism.
So I
The
asked
name of my
while,
Alanis Morissette cover band.
I ask while my
Oh,
claws are
exactly.
still in his clothes, and when he agrees, I just start kneading.
Milk me.
Oh.
Just like making biscuits. Just, he is weirdly into that. So he's like, all right, well, I mean, come back later, I guess. I should set up for the next like sermon or whatever. But like,
I wonder how much the bottle of wine that I'm gonna steal is worth.
just to, where are you gonna find wine? There's not a lot of wine here.
At dinner.
How is there not a
Oh.
lot of wine here? You're a church.
It's not like for other. I have wine, but like we don't like
Right.
share it with people.
This is a weird church.
You're a weird church.
My name is not church, nor am I a building of any sort. You, sir, are a liar.
I
like
it. I like it. All right. Well, this interaction has been very comfortable for me. So
Which is really weird. I want to point that out.
Start purring.
okay, great. I'ma go.
Amazing.
He just like floats back and like goes through a door in the back, and you just hear like what sounds like maybe furniture moving, like he's like scooted stuff front. Oh, all right. You're not alone in the main part of the church.
Any like golden idols or anything that might be worth something?
So not a whole lot of stuff around here. It's not a terribly like you can tell that this is a pretty humble area. But there's a one painting hung up on the wall. And there's also an organ that has a bunch of pipes.
I want the pipes.
Oh,
Give me the pipes!
Of course you want
terrible
pipes.
minds think alike. But I was
I
also
just-
thinking about
I just imagine rolling an organ through the bog back toward the
Are
portal.
we taking the whole organ?
Part of me wants to just like plink each key to see if like maybe there's a hidden vault.
All right, yeah, let's go Goonies style. Let's see what happens.
Just one finger at a time.
All right.
There is, because otherwise we found the one uncorrupt church in the entirety of this universe.
Okay, as you are playing down, beep, 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 beep.
I'm also doing the foot pedals. Womp,
Obviously.
womp.
You are playing correctly. One of them thunks strangely, like the pipe seems like it is full of something.
Oh, I could probably get in there. Hang on.
I give Altinia a boost up to the pipe.
And then just like head first into the pipe.
Great. Atinia's
Hang on
tiny
to my-
little
Hang on
I
to
got
my
it.
ankles.
Yeah,
I got it.
his little feet sticking up, kicking. Inside, you find. Let's do a little roll. What do you find? La 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 la.
How old would you say this organ is?
Oh, yeah. Let's do that. Pretty old. I'm gonna say old.
Brilliant.
I'm gonna let you have this conversation before I tell you what you found.
Cool.
But you do got to roll for it.
That
So
is
you roll
absolutely fair.
2d6, and then what is you are
I have
Cruel.
4d4, I think.
because of your.
The rings and then the copper.
Okay, so you have 2d6 and 4d4.
Yep.
Wow.
What am I with the fours? We're just checking to see if they roll ones, correct?
Well, I mean, a 4 would succeed as well. So if you roll
okay.
a max, then that counts as a success. If it rolls a 1, then it breaks.
Right.
Which
I also had a logistical question in terms of accruing enough treasure to equal out our debt. Is it the max number? Like this fancy necklace is a D10, so that counts as 10
Correct.
to my debt. Okay.
Yep.
Hang on, let me roll that last d6. Okay.
Oh no! Tell me.
Oh
man.
no!
So-
What'd you do?
On the first two d4s that I rolled, both were ones.
Okay.
So 2 of the rings are broken.
Oh, I think you just lost them into the organ.
Oh,
you
yeah,
went
no,
upside
fully-
down.
Fully just dropped them in the
Yeah,
organ.
they just fell out of your pockets into the bowels of this instrument.
The next 2 d4s that I rolled were both 4s.
Okay, great.
I rolled a 4 and a 6.
On your
my
D6.
D6s.
Okay, so you can talk to this organ. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Organ, how you doing?
Holy cow. What?
I'm a gnome, actually.
Hey,
It's a common
listen to me. You are in my body.
That is
Right
correct.
now.
Yes.
What are you doing in here?
Well, I noticed that
Man.
there was a bit of a blockage that you were experiencing.
Right.
You know, you had a little bit of backup. I wanted to,
Yeah. There
if I
has
might be
definitely
able
been
to
a thing in there
assist.
for a while, but
Right, of course.
we couldn't have had this conversation before you inserted yourself.
Well, to be honest, I didn't really think about it before I
Mm-hmm.
inserted myself. I had kind of, I can talk to a lot of how do I put this respectfully? I can talk to a lot of old, decrepit things.
Wow. All right.
And, I did. It wasn't something that I was like. You have been very well tended to.
I am majestic.
Sure, we'll use that word.
Wow.
I said we'll use that word. It's my vocabulary is somewhat limited.
So
certain
the rest of
intervals.
you he's inside a pipe, and so you're just hearing and then the pipe organ just blows all of its all of it, and so that just goes in through
as I am being blown up into the air.
Yeah.
I'm going to grab the biggest, shiniest thing that I can see and just hold on for dear life as I'm
So are
falling
we?
through.
You're going up to the ceiling?
Oh, we assumed that
Oh, I assumed
Patrick's
when
character got shot
the
out.
organ blew. It
Yes.
blew. Yes, correct.
So you're trying to grab onto something up top,
Yeah,
not the organ.
something that's flying through the air or something on the ceiling if there is
Okay.
perhaps a crystal chandelier of
I
some
mean,
sort.
There's a light fixture, but it's not crystal.
Is it at least brass?
Yeah, I mean, you think it'll probably hold your weight for sure, probably.
Okay.
So, but it did when it blew you out. It also spit the thing that was inside the
Yes.
same pipe with you, and it's like a statue, like a religious statue.
Oh.
Mm.
And
I called dibs.
You're
I
just
look
like,
up and I go,
like hanging.
did you piss it off? Is that what happened? Is it mad at you now?
There might be a relationship that was damaged at some point that might need some repairing, but I feel like it's not past the point of no return.
I feel like this is a trend for you. Is that accurate?
I think we are all aware that out of this group, I am not the one with the most issues.
Whoa.
I resemble that statement.
Just
I was gonna
not.
say, the rest of the adventure is just you all deciding who is the worst.
Yeah.
Correct.
Who's the most toxic? Yeah.
Who's got the most
I
problems.
see the
Let's admit
bubbles above your head. I know what's going on.
You're in a church, and I think we can figure this all out together. So yeah, the statue is a D8 treasure. I'm gonna say that I feel like this is a situation where we can check in with everybody to see where they are at with their treasure.
Okay.
So like where give me the number that you have out of what you are going for.
May I request the statue?
I am at 8. I'm at 2d4 out of
So
my
eight.
38.
8 out
Yeah.
of 38. Okay.
I'm at 18 of 30.
I'm at 20 of 35.
Well,
I am also
You're also
8 and
cursed.
38.
Yeah.
8.
was
Well, you
doing
should be
better.
at 16 because you just got the statue, right?
Oh, yes, you are right. I'm very bad at math.
Oh.
I didn't go to school
I've
for
gotten
math.
too far
It's-
into my character.
I have a piece of paper
That's
that
what
says
we're
I'm allowed to do silly voices.
I'm allowed to do this, and it
Exactly.
doesn't. Math is for suckers.
Also, if it makes
Even-
any difference, while all the shenanigans with the organ were going on, I would have just kind of looked at everyone being distracted and gone up to the painting and taken it.
Taking the painting, absolutely. There's nobody else around. The painting is also a D8, so that puts you at 28 out of 35.
Pretty soon, guys, I'm going to be saying bye.
I was too generous giving you all things.
It's true.
I'm a Libra.
This is what
I'm a Libra.
Just want
Look at me,
everybody to
me.
like
I'm a
me,
Libra.
balance. Okay, so since we have checked in with everybody and we are now we're gonna leave our gnome friend hanging from the ceiling
Mhm.
and our cat friend thinking about their date later with what is maybe a priest. We don't know. And we are going to take our bio break. So everybody go enjoy a few minutes, get yourself something to drink.
Beautiful.
We haven't had any liquids here. I mean, I guess there was holy water. I don't know that you want to drink that, but like whatever you want. Grab yourself something to drink, get yourself a snack, use the restroom, and then come right back here.
Sounds
Bye.
good.
everybody. We talked about soap and COVID and during the break.
Yeah.
Don't say that on the Twitch. So
It's
mad.
too late. I said it.
No, we
Womp
haven't showed
womp.
our feet. They're not going to get upset.
We're gonna be good.
Fix
We're
it
gonna
in
be good.
post.
Fix it in post. My editor will hate us. Huh?
Every single editor just dies a little bit inside.
Like he just goes
They
in
just
and
drop
just like censor beeps it. He's just like, no, we're not.
Like the plot of a horror film is that anytime someone says we'll fix it in post, an editor drops dead somewhere in the world.
Somewhere.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
I
Yeah.
need to make. We need to make.
Can we
That
do
needs to
this?
be a
Yeah, let's
thing.
make it.
Can we please do that?
Yeah. Hey, we're gonna do this later though. Friends at home, tune in and watch that later. But right now, we have a little shifty bunch of weirdos that are trying to steal their way out of debt from a literal shark. And I need everybody to understand that this is a thing that I never thought that I would put those words together in that order.
Mhm.
That's Dr. Shifty Weirdo to you.
I do. When did you go to medical school?
I am medical school.
I am.
I am medical school.
Wow. All right. Cool.
I am the
Porcupines come from a long
Damn
line.
Porcupine has come from a
Damn
long
it.
line of doctors.
and princesses.
And princesses. Before you get to the castle, I am going to say that when you were coming out of the church, you noticed that you missed a building, and it is
If you say it's a bank, I'm gonna be so mad.
not a bank.
I'm gonna be so
It's
sad.
it's a theater.
I am also sad.
Don't have any
but less-
money there.
Less so.
They don't
So-
have money.
Are you sad because it's a theater in a post lockdown world and we don't know it?
We don't get to go to.
Yeah.
You are welcome to check out the theater. You also have not gone to the butcher shop.
I want to go to the butcher shop.
Okay.
I want the finest cuts of meats.
I want to go to the theater. Can we split the party, or is
I
that a dick
also
move?
want to go to the theater.
Okay.
Tell you what, you two go to the theater. I'll go look at meat with Chris.
You know,
That tracks so well.
you enjoy yourself. Okay.
Patrick, I'm so sorry because I'm not usually like all you've seen me in game is meat motivated, and that is not who I usually am as a gamer.
I feel like we need to make a little enamel pin that says
I know.
meat motivated.
That needs to be a shirt.
We're just this is like
Absolutely.
very
Yeah.
merch heavy this episode.
This is a merch gold mine. Are
It's
you
a merch
kidding?
gold mine. Yeah, for sure. The artists out watching the stream, please make us some pins, make us some stickers, make us some t-shirts.
Meat motivated.
Someone make me a Satan incarnate, the bog monster.
Yes. Yes.
Can we talk about that guy who ran out of the church after all that? Like, how is that not the most exciting day of your life? You're like, fine, I guess I'll try church. And then Satan walks in and you're like, oh, you know what? I thought this was going to be something very different, but this is actually a pretty good show.
Bingo,
I'm here
bingo.
for it.
Right there.
Bingo.
I'd 100%
Bingo.
go back to church for that.
All right. I mean, you're welcome, I guess, to stay in the church with the organ that you definitely insulted a ton.
Oh yeah, for sure. No, I'm
Nope.
gonna go to the theater.
Headed to the theater. Okay. We're gonna start at the butcher shop. It's not super busy. There's maybe one or two people chatting with the butcher. There's a lot of different sides of meat in here.
All right.
Cool.
I would like to roll. I would like to try to sneak in and like grab a knife and incorporate it into my.
Trying to steal a
into
knife.
I'm
Okay,
trying to steal a knife. Yeah.
All right, so definitely 1-6 for, because you just get 1-6. Let's see what you are doing. Wretched. I don't think we can use wretched. I feel like. I don't think you can use any of your 6s. So what are your other? I know you have 2 D4s, right?
Yes, I have 2 D4s
Okay, so you're-
and a D6. Right.
So you're going to be rolling all 3 of those. Let's see what you got.
You got a 3, a 1, and a 2.
Whoa.
Right. And the 1 is on a D4, so that dies, correct?
Okay, so which one is it?
A D4.
I know, but which piece of, did you break your
Oh.
flute or did you break?
Oh, my nose is broken.
Nose you broke, snapped off half of the flute. It's gone.
Oh no.
Couldn't find a knife anywhere. You because it's snapped. You are also hurt.
Oh
Have
no.
that condition on you,
I didn't even know I could feel pain.
and yet it's really a pride thing, right? Like you were loving your note. Like this was really pretty, and you could play it, and then like now you can't anymore. It's sad.
I look at him and I go, "You're so stupid. You couldn't find a knife in a butcher's shop."
I know, right? I feel bad enough as it is. You don't have to rub it in, princess.
That's the true hurt right there.
I feel
Cue
it.
Johnny Cash.
All right. Well, are we gonna try to steal some meat?
I wanna
or
go
are
to
we
the-
just looking at. The meat?
I'd like to go to the cash register,
Oh. Mm-hmm.
the fantasy world cash register.
Sure. Yep. There's definitely one of those. The place,
Yep.
the till, if you will. All right. Are you just gonna try to take the whole thing? What's your plan?
I mean, I'd like to break into it.
Mhm.
So like I'll or look for one of those little turnkeys or see like push the beep boops to see if I can make the drawer open.
Okay. So those are 3 different things. So what would you like? Which one do you want to do?
Let's do the beep boops.
The beep boops.
Because that seems pretty on brand. We come from a long line of retail workers
Mhm.
that know how cash registers in fantasy worlds work.
All right.
I had a mouthful of tea that I almost spat on my computer.
Right out. Spit take. All right. So you get 1d6 just for trying. You get 1d6 for being nimble. I'm going to let you use nimble. And then you get all of your treasure die.
All right, here we go. Here's 2d6, and then I'm going to roll 2d8 and a d12. All right, let's see where I am here. So the 2d6, I got 1s on both.
Oh no.
That's okay. Those weren't
Um,
treasure die.
Oh, good,
So they
good.
don't break.
Oh no, though. So the 2d8, I got a 7 and a
Oh, no.
12.
I'm sorry.
And the
You got
D12?
you got a 12 on your D8?
I got a 7. I'm sorry, a 7 and a 2.
Okay.
I was looking at my d12 because that's what hurts my
Yeah.
skull. I rolled a 1.
Oh, you broke your skull.
The glitter skull.
You were using the skull to do the beep boops and it busted in half.
Oh.
But you do open the cash register.
Unfortunate.
Yay!
And I'm going to say that inside is a D8 worth of money and trinkets and things.
I look at the shattered remains of my skull and go, I lost 4.
Can I try to like pickpocket anybody in here?
Sure.
Boom. Yeah. I'm going to wobble and roll over someone's foot, and then while they try I'm sorry, patron.
I'm sorry, patron.
I'm sorry, patron. And he just kind of like falls over and is trying to be pathetic.
Okay, so you get a D6 for trying. You get a D6 for being pathetic. You are using your foot. You're using your wheel, so you get a D6 for automaton, and then whatever you have one more D4 for treasure, so you get that as well.
But he drops his books as he falls over, and
Oh, to like,
be extra pathetic. I'm trying to get the books in there.
I'm with you. Yeah.
I got a 4, a 6, and 2 and a 3.
Great. So that is a success. Let's see. You pickpocket this guy. Okay. I'm gonna make it weird
Awesome.
because the thing I rolled is posh clothing.
I literally take the clothes off this dude's back.
So you just
This is an S stripper stream.
just took his clothes. They're worth D8. So
I immediately put these clothes on.
No, you're
I'm the
wearing them.
most dapper, rusty.
the pants are
Dapper
weird
Wheeler.
because you only
Like a-
have one wheel down at the bottom. So like you just have it. You just have
Mm.
an empty, like one empty leg.
Tasmanian devil thing. He just starts
Oh my
spinning around
God.
rapidly, envelops the guy,
Yes.
breaks away. The guy has no clothes. He stops spinning and is wearing them.
You're just wearing them.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and he didn't notice, which is going to be a surprise for him later. Are we going to go for any of the meat that's in here? Or are we
Yes.
leaving that alone?
Absolutely.
There's also, friends, there's also the butcher's dog.
Want a dog?
I want a dog.
The cat wants a dog.
I would always choose a pupper over man meat.
Wow.
In what context? Oh,
I
not
feel
that.
like we
In what
should really,
context
I
is
really
it?
feel like we need to unpack that later. That's got a lot of
Yeah.
baggage with it, but
Yep.
All right. Let's so yeah, can I have a puppy? I lie to the puppy and go, I'm your owner now, and I have treats.
let's see. So a D6 for trying, a D6 for lying. All of your treasure die. I'm not going to give you nimble. That doesn't seem correct in this one. All right. So what happens?
So that gives with my 2d6, I got a 1 and a 3. And then for
Not-
my
not
treasure,
great.
I got 5, 2, and 6.
Okay, well, still succeeds and nothing breaks because the 1 was on your D6s. This dog is like content to be with you now. You have the option to use this dog as treasure to pay off your debt, or you can keep the dog. And in keeping with what's going on here, if you were to give the dog to the shark would keep the dog as a pet, would be well cared for.
I mean, that's good.
Even sharks like dogs.
I'm conflicting with Princess
another
Porcupine
t-shirt.
and Rem right now.
Sure.
Because Rem wants the pupper, but Princess Porcupine is a piece of garbage. So we'll
And another t-shirt. We're spitting out, you guys. Princess Porcupine is a piece of garbage.
so let's go with treasure.
Okay. That dog is a delight, and so he is a D10.
Guys, I'm 1 gold piece away from.
As long as you don't break anything else. Speaking of
Yeah,
which,
right.
if you were to roll a 1 on your dog, he would just run away. Would not be broken.
Okay.
All right. What meat are we stealing?
I'm yes.
Another t-shirt.
Another banger
obsessed.
from Sarah's table.
Welcome back to Sarah's table. I feel like I just wish I had a t-shirt that just like I could just keep changing it every time. Just like I could just have it at the top. Okay. Yes, you said yes to the meat. Here's what I'm gonna say. Let's do, I'm gonna have you roll to steal meat and we'll see and then I will roll on the table and see what happens.
Alrighty.
So are you using, you get 1 for trying.
Okay. 1 for trying. I got a D4 and a D8.
Okay. I don't feel like, do you want, I will give you that you can use automaton because that you're very strong. So you could like hold a lot of stuff, you know?
Awesome.
So 1 more D6.
Alright, so I have a 4, 2 1s on the D6s, and then a 3 on the D4.
Okay. You succeed. But you're a little panicked at this point because yeah, it's a problem. So you have a second condition now. But let's roll and see what you got. Oh, very good. Okay, so you got a side of venison. That's a D8. It's big.
Mhm.
And you also got what can only be described as an armful of bacon.
Oh,
My
not in wrappings.
yeah, my heart is full.
It's 2 D4s of them. So you got 2 D4s and a D8. And then you already had a D4 and another D8?
Correct.
Where are we at money or gold pieces wise for you? 3 D4s and 2 D8, yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
So 28.
Correct.
All right. 28 out of 38.
38.
We're getting there.
I feel like the automaton says in sad robot voice, I have no taste buds.
Cannot taste this.
Oh, no.
The darkest timeline.
I was happy. I was so happy,
No.
and then you stole that from me.
Why are you stealing joy?
Stole my hammy.
Stop stealing my joy. Okay, we're gonna
Joyless
hop over-
gaming?
Joyless gaming. We're gonna hop over to the theater.
Well, it's been a long time since I've set foot in one of these.
Oh,
What do you
did,
say?
You were a thespian as well, then.
Yeah, I mean, I can go many directions, but yes.
Delightful.
Right.
You can hear somebody is rehearsing. A band is rehearsing. So when you guys enter, you see that there are multiple instruments on stage. I am going to let you know that I'm going to allow you, if you can roll high enough together, to steal the band.
The people?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. The answer is yes. 1,000 times yes. I thought you would ask.
So that would mean that you would both need to succeed in order to
Everybody
steal
knows that the theft of music is the highest crime in the land.
It's true. And it's enough that if you steal the whole band, it would cover everyone's debt.
Oh, shit. We got to do this. Let's go.
We have to do this. This really is a fantasy
Hopper.
world. There's no money in the church, and the theater is loaded.
Finally, they don't cut the arts program.
Ah. Incredible. Okay. How?
How do we do this?
How do you do it?
Have they seen us? Like, we're
No,
walking
they're
in on
like-
a rehearsal.
They're like tuning up and talking to each other and like yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I am good at being stinky and sneaky.
Uh-huh.
So maybe I sneak around and pretend like the theater is haunted, and then you corral them.
Wait.
Oh, right. I have a
If
voice.
you sneak around with your
Yeah.
stench,
Mhm.
then I can shout insults from the rafters and make them think. And maybe, just maybe, I can insult them so badly that they'll give up on their rehearsal and follow us.
This is like the meanest version of the Pied Piper.
It's a reverse Pied Piper, if you will.
Mhm.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yep, yep.
So you guys are both using both of your additional D6s.
Correct.
Yes.
So you are going to be rolling 3d6 apiece plus any treasure die you have.
3d6 because we're team.
It's because you get one just for trying, and then you get 1d6 for your feature and 1d6 like because you each have 2
oh,
specials.
yeah.
Can we pause real quick?
Yeah,
Does
absolutely.
Thank you.
Let's take a moment. We're gonna pause.
Dramatic pause.
Dramatic pause. Beep beep beep. Extra dramatic. Beep beep beep. Tell me.
This has been a very enjoyable Monday afternoon, guys.
Oh,
I really
good.
appreciate it.
Do we think? Okay, so I just got this. Let's see how long. Okay, I thought Patrick was coming back.
Yep.
I got this. I'm assuming we're off air.
Yeah.
I got this acting submission that they were like, we need a close-up selfie and a full-body selfie, and I apparently don't take selfies unless I'm at a show.
Uh-huh.
Do we think I could get away with like one of my modeling shots. It's for an extra thing.
Probably.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like, could we do that one?
Yeah. I think so.
Because I don't have time. They need the submission like now.
Right. No, I get it. I think that's fine.
And it's also, Hunger of Hadar in here with how dark it is.
Oh, it's wild. We have gotten the rain now. The rain has reached me.
It's the rain. It's the rain. Why do I not have any selfies?
Because of
Not
science.
that vain.
I have tons of show photos, but I don't have a lot of selfies.
Because you don't think this song is about you.
Don't you. Oh, okay. You're just going to leave me hanging like that?
Or
All right, I see how it is.
Caito, have you seen Ruby Claret's Emperor's
yes,
New Clothes?
I love that.
One of our burlesque colleagues does a routine to Your Sylvain, and it's the Emperor's New Clothes, and she just comes out already stripped down and then mimes taking off all
It's
of
pretty
the clothes.
genius.
It's wonderful. It's so good. Her corset even gets stuck in the middle of it, and she has to so good.
It's brilliant. It's great mime work.
Mm-hmm.
While Patrick's doing that, I'm going to go take a quick selfie and then I'll send this off that way.
Okay.
I don't have to be panicked because my agent's texting me.
BB. We're almost done, friends. I promise.
Yay! I like this game a lot.
Good. One pagers by Grant Howitt are my favorite because they're all ridiculous.
Was Grant Howitt also the one that did like the 3 raccoons in a trench coat?
I mean, he's done a lot. He's done so many of them. He's done legitimate 35 of them. It's wild. One of my favorite ones that he's done is Sexy Battle Wizards.
Oh, I love sexy battle.
You have 3 stats. They
So
are
much.
sexy, battle, and wizard. And you use it to do everything. And if you get too stressed, you explode in a puff of glitter and reform in the next scene.
Yeah.
No death.
I love
it. So yeah. Okay.
Oh,
We did it.
Good stuff.
Hello, friends. Good. Yeah. Big thumbs up. Are we
Yes,
good, Patrick?
big thumbs up.
Good,
We're
good.
good.
Okay. Let's take a deep breath and try to steal a band.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Which again is
Oh,
not
boy.
a sentence I ever thought I'd say.
Nope.
Okay. So you're each rolling 3d6
Yep.
and whatever treasure you have.
Yep.
And I need you both to succeed in this roll in order to steal the band.
okay.
Grace,
Ready?
you got this. You and I together are gonna make these people so miserable that they will allow themselves to be taken by us.
That sounds like how my mother and father got.
Wow.
There's a lot to unpack there, but we don't have time.
All right. Okay.
I feel like this definitely is just an exercise and all of these characters being like, I never realized that was not okay.
I shouldn't be doing that. Oh, cool.
Oh, okay. Yeah. When we get back, we're going to turn our lives around. It's going to be great.
The epilogue
I'm a
of this is a
garden.
montage of therapy with each of them.
So much therapy.
Yes, I love it.
I'm a garden gnome. Our lifespans only last as long as the neighborhood kids decide to let us live. And
It's
then
true.
I just
Oh,
became
no.
sentient and walked away. I've got issues.
I've got issues. All right.
All right. Here we go. Are we ready?
Let's
There we
do
are.
it.
Okay.
No whammies. No whammies.
Interesting.
There were a couple whammies,
Just a few,
Oh,
just a
no,
few
there's a
whammies.
few whammies.
but not all of the whammies.
Okay.
There's not all of the whammies.
What you got, Pat?
Well, it's a good thing that this might help cover for the treasure.
Oh no.
Okay.
Because on my D8 on the statue, I rolled a 1.
Okay.
On the, let's say one of the rings, I rolled a 1. On my D6s, 4, 5, and 6.
Okay. So you
and
succeeded.
on the other D4, a 4.
Okay, so you definitely succeeded in your part of the plan. You did lose one of the rings, and the statue you were trying to use to get the fish, because you're not very smart, and you were trying to use
You know
the
what?
statue to fish it out.
I was trying to like I lowered it down on like a fly, and I was trying to have it seem like the statue was haunted, but it just kind of dropped. The counterweight snapped.
Yeah.
And then it just
and
busted
I just
in
started
half, and
chucking the
it's not a problem. All right, Grizz.
So on my D6s, I got a 2, a 6, and a 6.
Okay.
Oh,
So you succeed. Didn't
But
you?
also,
Oh, no.
I just wanted to let you know on my treasure rolls, I rolled a 10 and an 8.
Oh,
so I'm maxed out on those.
you are so stinky.
Thank you. I pride myself on this.
Like the stinkiest. It doesn't take you long to convince them. Somebody in the back starts and is like, "What is that weird smell?" And then they see the statue come down and break, and like they didn't put that statue up there, so and then a ring comes flying after it. That's very weird for them as well. And they start getting a little like panicky and a little bit, and then like a gnome from the back of the theater says something. What does that gnome say?
We are the ghosts of this theater. Your parents were right. You'll never amount to anything in this field. You're terrible at music and your pitch is off. Like way off. Like you thought you were playing a C and it was an F sharp.
Oh, God. Wow. Okay. So then all the theater kids in this call just had a moment.
I think my degree just set on fire.
It's just smoking in the background.
I need you to know that is how my depression and anxiety sounds. That is
no.
exactly
Oh my God.
That's what it
I
tells
just
me.
want to wrap you in the biggest weighted blanket I can find.
No,
and
it's
put a
fine.
kitten in your hand.
I'm putting it to good use.
Yes,
if I
we're
can use it in a
using
creative
it.
and constructive.
Using
Yeah,
it.
exactly. We're using it. We're using
Look.
the pain. We're suffering through the art.
Well, they are so sad
come on.
that they're just like, I guess we'll follow the ghost. I don't know who had that idea, but somebody was like, what if we follow the ghost? And then they do.
It
If you follow
sounds
me,
like
I
a
will
good
follow
idea.
both of us.
You meet up.
We'll get you to Carnegie, we promise.
The two groups of you meet up, and the robot is covered in meat and clothing.
Mm-hmm.
Looking great. I love the look, Rusty.
The cat has a
Why,
dog.
thank you.
Quite the improvement.
Has a dog.
The cat has
Is
a
the
dog.
cat riding the dog like into battle
I don't know. Is the cat
as
riding
a
a dog?
mount?
Yeah. You know what? I'll sit on his back and just be licking a paw.
Okay,
Like,
great, excellent.
no NBD.
I don't know how, but this is a microcosm of our entire group.
It really is. It really
Somebody
is.
else can work out that metaphor. It's not going to be me.
I stopped licking long enough to go. The porcupines come from a long line of microcosms.
It's true. And then the bog creature and the gnome are leading a literal band with all their instruments.
Hey, so we found these performers who are clearly never going to cut it in the industry because of what their mother used to tell them when they were going out for roles in middle school. And we found out that if we get all of them together, we go back through the greasy portal, we can pay off our debts. All of us, everyone.
Everybody.
That sounds like a plan to me.
I think we should probably get the hell out of here.
Great. As you
Funny,
are
'cause
going
if
back,
Princess Porcupine had said that, I would not have believed you.
you're
I
going
was
back
there.
through the town.
I may be stinky, but I'm not a liar.
The church, you pass the church, and the camera zooms in, and we see that the priest is prepping for his date, which you are abandoning him about.
Aw.
You go down. The camera sees the people that you robbed earlier. They are missing their accordion a lot. They're trying to build a new one. And then as you're going, the tree, weirdly, I don't know how this happened, but it has arranged its branches just so that it is 100% just flipping you off. And then you come back to you go through the greasy, disgusting canal
Nope.
of
It smells like home.
Yeah, and you go through. You are schlooped out. Everybody is schlooped out now, and a whole band.
The words.
Yeah,
Schloop,
schloop.
schloop, schloop.
It has a little
Bid,
extra.
schloop,
Yeah.
bid.
Here I go. Here I go.
Boopy.
Here I go again. Okay. So you make it to the shark. You deliver this weird assortment of things, and the shark is like, I'm gonna be honest, this is not what I thought you were gonna bring, but like, your debt is cleared. You are welcome to come back anytime that you would like to take out another loan.
Sounds great.
Does it?
About right now.
Wonderful. And the camera pulls back as you're all trying desperately to pull Princess Porcupine out of the loan sharks.
Hey, the band's actually pretty good. Just don't tell them that. Keep
Oh,
telling them they're terrible. They'll
Yeah.
get better and
They
they'll
will stay
with you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
totally.
It's called trauma bonding.
Wow. I don't know what happened, friends. But
I just
again,
told you.
a lot of therapy I think spawned out of this particular session for all of these characters.
What do you say we hit the casino
negged
and
a
talk
band
about our
into
childhoods?
coming with us to pay off a loan shark.
Yeah.
Switching
Yeah, that's how some of
accents,
my
she
relationships
goes, the porcupines come from a long line of trauma bonding.
Wow.
Oh, no.
You know
that
what?
One,
that is
that
the
one
first
feels
thing
correct.
that I have
Yeah.
heard
Yeah.
you say.
I believe that one.
I fully believe.
That one's right. So friends, let's do our moments of gratitude. What in the world happened during this game that you were very grateful for? That was really funny or clutch or who knows?
I think one of the funniest things that was said this session was the porcupines come from a long line of microcosms.
From microcosms. Correct.
Oh man,
That was A+.
so good.
I really enjoyed the conversation with the tree about tree poop.
Yes.
And it stuck with me. The Minnesota, boo.
Fargo.
From,
So good.
I love it. I love the visual of the very creepy automaton Wheeler covered in meat
Just draped around.
with the collection plate. It was just this brilliant mess, and I'm so obsessed with it.
I was a fan of Grizz. Grizz is like my spirit animal. It's like I wish I could just be in a bog sometimes. Just like fucking
Sometimes you gotta get down.
screw it, my bad.
There it is.
We all have
There's the one.
biases.
PG-13. We get one.
Incredible. I loved this group. I loved playing with you guys. I feel like the chemistry at the table today was mwah.
It was
Love
excellent.
10 out of 10
My
would
face
play again.
honestly hurts,
Yeah.
from smiling so much and laughing.
100% agreed.
Yay. That's what we try for here.
Well,
So
it's
great.
ridiculous.
Please have us.
Oh yeah, I would love to. 100%. Probably. I we'll see what kind of weirdness I let you get into next time. It'll be a different system.
And I was going to say, I am ever grateful for Sarah's never-ending patience with our absolute batshittery.
That was some unhinged.
So weird. But that's what I feel like these one pages are like so good for, because you know it's a one shot and you know that you can just like make some wacky choice and really make it work and just like dive in with your whole self. Oh, yeah.
Love it.
Impeccable.
If the folks watching at home have a suggestion as to what this group should play next,
Yes.
please let me know.
Please.
I'm very interested.
I would love to see us play Honey Heist. I think. that could be
Honey Heist is wonderful.
Yeah, I think we should do Honey Heist.
Also, there is one called Crash Pandas,
Yes. Oh my God,
Yes.
please.
where you
Yes.
play raccoons in the seedy underground world of LA drag racing.
Oh, God, I just want to be Nick Cage in Donnie 60 Seconds.
Also a
Perfect.
raccoon.
Also, and a raccoon. I'm already a raccoon, but I'm not Nick Cage yet.
No, I need
So-
to be both.
Correct.
I need to be both.
If you're Nick Cage, we should all play variations on Nick Cage as raccoons.
Someone has to be the Nick Cage from Mandy, though.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
I haven't seen Mandy.
Oh, you haven't seen Mandy?
Sure,
Oh, man, if
I've
you like
not.
horror, go check out Mandy. It's great.
Will do. Will do.
Very
Right.
good.
Everybody has their homework. We will
Yep.
do that.
Mandy,
I would love to
Conan.
go around the table and have everybody tell us where they can be found on the interwebs and anything that you have coming up. You all have changed positions for me. I know you haven't changed positions because on the actual stream because my editor is a delight, but you are all in different spots. So I'm going to start at the top of my screen and go down, and no one will know who it is. We're going to start with Chris. Where can we find you on the internet, and what do you have coming up?
Hey, yeah, on the internet, I'm pretty much a recluse, but you can find me a lot on the Rem Alternis Twitch stream at www.twitchremalternis.com, right? Actually, I'll let Rem do
TV.
that. Yeah.
That was good.
Twitch.tv/Rem Alternis. Here, just move your mouth, but it'll be my
Twitch.
voice.
Or
Twitch.tv/Rem Alternis. Or Master of Rem.
.gov.
Oh my gosh, I even screwed up my own Twitch channel.
Listen, here's the deal.
Twitch.tv/Master of Rem.
Just yell something with those words in there at the television. And maybe it will, if you say it 3 times in a row, maybe it will
Yeah.
show up. That's how
The algorithm will take
we
over.
just
from
we
then.
just summon it. It's gonna be fun.
Brilliant.
It's all gonna be in the notes. Don't worry. It's gonna be great.
All caps.
Okay, Patrick, you are next.
Yes, hello everybody. My name is Patrick Keeffe. I am an actor and a voice actor and content creator. You can find me at That Gray Gentleman everywhere on the internet. You can also find me at The Writer's Room, a 7th Sea podcast where we play the TTRPG 7th Sea in a fully narrative form, very much along the lines of an old radio play, and then we step out into the mechanics of the game and teach people how to play as we go along. I also had the opportunity to play 7th Sea yesterday for me. I don't know when for you.
Time moves
with-
differently on Sarah's table.
Exactly, with Rem. I'm pointing to them on my screen, but I don't
Again.
know where she is for you.
Who knows? No one knows.
But yes, it is always a good time.
Did you just go on to clarify? Did you hold up a business card for the writer's room?
I did. And I realized that that's not going to translate at all, but
It
here's
is.
our logo. It's really cool.
It's a pretty logo. There you go.
The writer's room.
The
Yes.
writer's room, yes.
I just dropped you a message. I was like, wait, what is it? And I
Yes.
can't remember anything,
I will
truly.
absolutely drop you that link.
Yay. Next is Caito. Say something.
Hi, I'm Caito.
Hi, Caito.
Hi, I'm Caito. My name is Caito. Yeah, you can find me in my alternate personality if you are 18 and older as Helena Handbasket. I'm a burlesque performer and alternative model. On Instagram for the 18 and over, it is the Helena Handbasket, HelenaHandbasket. And for the all ages adventure, it is Caito, CaitoAASE on Instagram. My Twitter is only Handbasket. You can find me streaming on Shudder in the 1980s throwback film Revealer, where a stripper and a religious protester must battle the literal satanic panic. And guess what? Asmodeus makes an appearance. It's great.
Whoop, whoop.
What?
And I would, yes.
That's incredible.
So, yes, we fight Asmodeus. It's crazy. And I am also in the upcoming feature-length horror film Black Mold, which will be releasing in 2023. So keep an eye out for that. Likely to be also on a Shudder-like platform.
Yeah, they're playing who they played today. They're just covered in the bog
Just the
stuff,
mold.
just the mold all
Yeah,
over.
it's mold. And anytime you get near me, you start violently hallucinating.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
great.
I am the black mold.
I am the black mold. The end. And let's wrap it up with Rem.
Hey everyone, I'm Rem Alternis, and I'm on Gen Con TV on Thursday nights with Roll with Rem Alternis, where we play a lot of Shadowrun and occasional one-shots. And let's see, we have a Kickstarter that's live right now for a steampunk fantasy graphic novel series. So it is Coddlesworth's Clockwork Circus, and you can find it at remalternis.com/kick. And again, Sarah's Table Time is weird, but this week is launching another Kickstarter for remalternis.com/soap is the link, but it's for gelatinous cube soap. Comes with a dice set in it. It's pretty cool. You can use it at your table or to wash your hands. So it's good, clean, gooey fun. And
you can schlorp through it.
You can sloop.
All the schlorp names.
Schlorpy sloops.
Sloop for all your slooping needs. So
This sounds like a Gwyneth Paltrow.
It does. Whoa.
And you
What's the stuff
follow
called?
me on. You can follow me on Facebook at Rem Alternis, and Twitter is at Rem Alternis, and again Twitch at twitch.tv/Master of Rem.
You did it right.
I did it.
I'm so proud of you. Awesome.
Ninth time's the charm.
Yeah, you know what? We just keep going until we get it right. That is
I come from a long line of people who can't talk.
true. It's true.
Yeah. No, that's
You broke me.
I'm Sarah Moore. You can find me on Facebook at Actress Sarah Moore. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram and Ko-Fi and TikTok at Pixies and Pins. You can check out my website at pixiesandpins.com. Or you can find me every Friday night right here on twitch.tv/GenConTV on Sarah's Table. I have no idea what we're playing next week. It's going to be a surprise to me. So that'll be exciting. So come back and check us out. I want to thank everybody for being at my table and for being willing to follow me on this wild ride that we have created. I would like to thank Gen Con for this platform, for continuing to let me spotlight little indie games that get not enough attention and deserve so much more. And I would like to thank my editor because of what we just did. Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you, Jeff. We love you. And I would like to thank Grant Howitt for making such a wild and fun world for us to play.
Thank you, Grant.
And I'm sure that how we played it is 100% how he intended it at all times.
Definitely insulting trees and organs and covering ourselves.
Yep.
Lime and bacon.
That is exactly what it
The
was.
long line of porcupines.
And then riding a dog out and stealing a band. That is, I mean, like, I'm looking at the sheet right now. All of those were on there. Didn't even have to like lead you to it.
This is how we won the game, right?
Yeah. We won it.
All of the TTRPGs. We won.
Forever. Thank you for watching at home. I'm super grateful for all of your support all the time, and keep an eye out because we are working very hard on getting a Sarah's Table shop up on my website so that you can get t-shirts and mugs and all that fun stuff. So huzzah! So just wanted to say, as always, keep making art and keep being art. We will see you next time. Mwah!